So what we're doing, the 75 Hard Challenge by Andy Frisella. I've done it. I've completed it once. The reason I like the 75 Hard Challenge, because it's so hard. Going to be joining me in the gym, which is a new experience for him.
I mean, so I'm going to be out of my comfort zone.
Yeah. So what can you expect? A lot of on location. We're speaking into the phone, a video, a thought. And then if there's questions that come up, we'll address that.
God.
75 hard.
Yeah.
75 days of just getting after it, focusing on self, laying the foundation for a better life. Welcome to GVSV.
Join us on this adventure. My name is Alex.
My name's Carl.
1, 2, 3, let's go.
Hey there, everybody. Just got done with a client call. I'm outside of the gym, prepping for 75 hard. When Alex and I talked about doing 75 hard, making a piece of content for the channel, I said I would just randomly shoot video from my phone and we could use as B-roll or a hot take or something that he could weave in to whatever episodes we put out around 75 hard.
Afternoon, everyone. I'm currently on my lunch break, doing my second 45-minute workout. This one outdoors, despite the fact that it's raining. And I'm currently wearing a 40-pound plate carrier underneath my jacket. So, I think first few minutes didn't feel like anything. And now that I'm getting closer to the end, I'm like, oh yeah, this is heavy. But otherwise, this is my normal walk. I usually go for a walk outside during lunch, but now I'm taking longer walks and also getting weighted down, so this is going to be fun. Thanks for checking in.
So today I'm talking about two things, right? The first thing is when it comes to your goals, how you feel doesn't matter, right? How you perform matters and how you behave matters. But how you feel has very little bearing. It doesn't have to have the bearing that many people think it does. Like, I'm bone tired right now. Like the type of tired that I could probably pass out for a few hours. Up early. I was at the gym at 4:30 this morning. I'm back. It's currently 5:15, and I could easily just decide to go home, which is not far from here. But I've made a commitment to myself. So how I feel does not dictate how I behave. How I feel doesn't have to dictate whether I perform or not. Now, there are caveats, right? I'm not saying how you feel, like if you're sick, that's one thing. If you're injured, that's one thing. Tired, you could get around. Are you going to perform at your ultimate best? Probably not. Are you going to be able to perform to a level that is beneficial towards your fitness and health goals? Absolutely. All right, so the tired is an excuse that we need to rip out of our vocabulary.
Hey guys, Today is day 2 of 75 hard. I know that yesterday Carl and I met at the gym 4 a.m. We did legs. This morning we did chest, and then right now I'm going on my second 45-minute workout of the day. So I'm wearing a 40-pound plate carrier. It's actually Carl's. He brought it to work, and I grab it during my lunch breaks now, and I take my second workout. But that's pretty much it. I've increased my protein, I've decreased my carbs. I think the hardest parts of this entire challenge has been reading 10 pages of nonfiction. Not because I don't like to read, I just read very slowly and it seems to eat up too much of my time. But just checking in.
The second thing I'm going to talk about is that, especially if you watched our Heartbreaker content, you're used to me being very thoughtful and deep with the way I converse and articulate myself. When it comes to training, I'm not that. Outwardly, when I'm working out or I'm working with clients, it is go time. I don't care about your sniffles. I don't care about your boo-hoos. I don't care about, you're here to work. And I don't know that Alex has ever worked out that way before. While I do manage his training, all right, he's pretty much on his own as far as his strength training goes. We're going to be in the gym 7 days a week for 75 days concurrently. There's going to be bodybuilding style training. There's going to be powerlifting style training. There's going to be metabolic conditioning. It's going to be wild. It's going to be great. And you're going to see robust changes in both of our physiques. Alex, because he's never trained this way, so that type of stimulus is going to occur rapid adaptation and growth. And for myself, I've been in and out and athletic for 30 years. I've been in a gym lifting weights. So my body has a lot of time invested into it. And when I get consistent in the gym, my body remembers, and I tend to lose fat rather quickly. I tend to gain muscle rather quickly. I am fortunate that I have great genetics that way. But I also work very hard, right? And I'm willing to eat in a way most folks are not willing to eat. We're going to show that during this process, is that in order to make very rapid changes in your physique and strength, you have to go to places that most people are not willing to go. This is not super sustainable, right? But we're going to do it in a way where we exit out of 75 hard, all right? And the gains that we get are maintainable, okay? So it's not going to be this super adherence to a program and then a drop off, okay? The beauty of 75 hard is that it is a lifestyle program. It is not a challenge. It is not your 90-day booty builder, none of that crap, right? It can be very transformative if you allow it. So, week one's in the books.
Today is day 7.
Day 7. So what did you think about working out first thing in the morning every day? I mean, right now it's 8:42.
It's 8:42 because on the weekend the gym opens at 6.
But I got in the gym at 6 sharp. You were there just right after.
6:15.
Yeah. So I mean, good long time in the gym today.
Yeah. Well, every day.
Well, yeah, every day. Today we took out some time to really drill down into the fundamentals of the deadlift and the rack pull. Not because it's an exercise that everybody has to do.
Yeah.
It's one of the king lifts.
Yeah.
All right. The king lifts being the squat, deadlift, bench press.
Yeah.
But to do it, especially for somebody who's not super familiar with it,
Yeah.
I thought it was prudent to go ahead and take the real time to have a real fundamentals class on it to prevent any injury going forward.
Yeah, no, and you said yourself, you said that from beginning to end there was a marketable improvement in my form.
Noticeable. Rate noticeable. You had commented that the exercise itself, not that it got easier, but the stresses you felt in your posterior chain in the beginning,
Yeah.
you didn't feel after adding weight and all the reps.
Yeah, my lower back, I realized that my form was poor at first because I was feeling a strain in my lower back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there's real value to when you have somebody, it doesn't have to be a trainer, just somebody with experience to teach you the fundamentals,
Yeah.
right? Like I said last time, the gym's for everybody, but there are things that we need to be concerned about when we're doing big compound lifts, and that's form. I'm not like a form hawk, but if you get away from it too much and you start adding the weight, that's where injuries happen, and then you get sidelined, and nobody wants that.
Yeah.
But recapping.
For the week?
For the week,
Yeah.
how do you feel?
Feel great. It's been good to, even though I'm getting up at 3 o'clock so I can leave by 3:30 so I can be here by 4. The simple fact that I leave so early means that my commute has almost halved.
Yeah.
And like saving time throughout the day is huge because by the time I leave work, I get to go straight home. I get to like start editing video. I can, and I will say that like when we're done with the gym every day, I feel lighter.
Yeah.
Like I feel more energy throughout the day.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right, and you do claim back part of your day.
Yeah.
Through a lack of traffic.
Yeah.
All right, there's a decrease in stress because you're not in traffic.
Yeah.
So you have these other, aligned positive effects because of now the change in your schedule.
Yeah.
And
I've always been a morning person.
Yeah, always been a morning person.
Yeah.
For me, working out in the morning is, it is a hack. To me, it's, if you could get up in the morning and get your workout done first thing in the morning before anybody else is awake, it's a hack. You just feel more accomplished, and you are more accomplished during the day.
Yeah.
So week 2, we're gonna still stay in the rep range, right? Of right around 12.
Yeah.
Between 9 and 12 is when we start nearing, failure. And I don't know that you've seen it because we can't record it when we do this. But there's been force reps which take you past failure. And that's where really that extra credit comes in, that real muscle building comes in. And you'll see next week on that exercise, you're going to be able to do more because you were earnestly pushed past failure on that week before.
I mean, there was one moment there where I just flat out failed.
Yeah. So the idea is just to get better every day.
Goose.
Go down. Get better every day. And I think everybody, especially you, is going to be pleasantly surprised at day 75. The difference in capacity, difference body composition, and difference overall feeling. And then this is a good launching point for the health portion of the channel.
Yeah.
I think. And we can brainstorm and take it in different places, right? And like we said before, If you got questions about nutrition and training, ask.
Yeah.
And if I don't know the answer or a answer, I'll never say the answer, a answer, I know where to find the stuff, right? And I know who to ask. So just think about your, right? And if you don't want to be public about it, I get it. A lot of people don't want to put themselves out there with ask a question.
I'll
Just
put an email on the screen.
Put an email. It'll be down here.
Yeah.
Not up here, but down here, right? And hit us up on the email, all right? And I can answer those questions in private for you if you have them.
Okay. Well,
Last thoughts?
Thoughts?
Last thoughts.
Last thoughts?
Last thoughts.
This is exactly what I needed.
Good. Glad.
This is what I've been missing.
When you're working out with somebody, it's always going to be better than when you're not, because now you have that accountability.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Even if that person's not pushing you, their mere presence.
Yeah.
Right. You're more accountable to yourself, and that's just the way humans work. You know. So here we go.
Well, join us in the adventure. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.